Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the United States 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter. This coin isn't just another quarter in your pocket. It's a tribute to one of the most powerful voices in American history and a fascinating collectible that has caught the eyes of coin enthusiasts worldwide. So, if you love coins with a story, rarity, and value, listen up and enjoy this deep dive into the Frederick Douglass quarter. Let's start with the man behind the coin. Frederick Douglass was a towering figure in the fight for freedom, equality, and justice in America. Born into slavery, Douglass escaped to become a leading abolitionist, writer, and orator. His incredible journey from bondage to becoming a symbol of human dignity and civil rights is immortalized on this quarter as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. The coin celebrates his legacy and the Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C., where his home and grave are preserved. Now, the design of this coin is stunning and rich with symbolism. On the reverse side, you'll see a powerful image of Frederick Douglass himself, portrayed in a dignified pose with his eyes gazing toward the future. Behind him stands the Cedar Hill Estate, his final home, nestled within lush trees and greenery, symbolizing hope, endurance, and the roots of freedom. The obverse side features the classic profile of George Washington, maintaining that timeless connection to America's first president while honoring a hero whose impact resonates deeply through history. But what makes this 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter particularly exciting for collectors? For starters, this coin is part of a very limited mintage. Released exclusively by the United States Mint in 2017, it's one of the lower mintage quarters in recent years, which automatically adds to its scarcity and desirability. Unlike the common quarters you find every day, this coin was minted with care and reverence, making it a prized piece in many collections. Beyond its limited mintage, collectors should pay close attention to the coin's condition and potential errors. Coins with exceptional strike quality, sharp details, clean surfaces, and brilliant luster are always more sought after. And when it comes to errors, the 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter has a few notable variants that can significantly boost its value. Some coins show double dies, where design elements appear double due to a misalignment during the minting process. Others might exhibit slight off-center strikes or unusual planchet flaws, which occur when the metal blank isn't properly prepared before striking. These minting errors are like numismatic gold for collectors because they're rare and unpredictable. An error coin tells a unique story of the minting process and stands apart from the millions of flawless quarters produced each year. If you come across a Frederick Douglass quarter with such an error, you're holding something truly special, something that could be worth far beyond face value. Speaking of value, you're probably wondering how much this coin can actually fetch. In the real market, a typical circulated 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter is worth just its face value, 25 cents. But for uncirculated or mint condition coins, the value can jump to around $5 to $10. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Coins with certified high grades from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can command prices up to $50 or more, especially if they have a pristine finish or come from a limited edition set. But the true treasure lies in those rare error coins or exceptionally high-grade specimens. At recent auctions, a Frederick Douglass quarter featuring a notable double die error or perfect mint state has sold for several $100s, sometimes even breaking the $500 mark. This shows how much collectors are willing to pay for a coin that tells a unique story or displays minting anomalies. So, if you've got one of these quarters tucked away, take a close look. It might just be a hidden gem in your collection. Pay attention to details, shine a light on the surface, and consider getting it professionally graded if it looks exceptional or unusual. That small piece of history in your hand could be worth more than you think. Top 2, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 2019 Lowell quarter from the United States Mint. This coin might look like just another quarter at first glance, but trust me, it holds secrets and surprises that every collector should know about. So, Sit tight and listen closely as we explore why the Lowell quarter is turning heads in the numismatic world and how it might just be worth a lot more than its face value. The Lowell quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which honors the natural beauty and historical significance of different states and sites across the country. This particular quarter celebrates Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts, a site known for its crucial role in America's Industrial Revolution. Issued in 2019, it features a unique design that showcases the city's iconic textile mills along the Merrimack River, symbolizing innovation and hard work. But here's where things get interesting for collectors. While millions of these quarters were minted for circulation, the 2019 Lowell quarter has gained notable attention due to its rarity in certain mint conditions and the presence of a few minting errors that can make a coin stand out and increase its value significantly. One of the most sought-after features is the coin's condition. Like many modern quarters, the Lowell quarter was widely distributed and used daily, which means that finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare. A flawless coin without any scratches, dings, or wear can command a higher price among collectors who prize perfect specimens, but it doesn't stop there. What truly excites numismatists about this coin are the known errors and variations. Some 2019 Lowell quarters have been discovered with die cracks, tiny fractures in the metal die used to strike the coin, that show up as raised lines on the surface of the coin. Others exhibit off-center strikes where the design is shifted, or even doubled dies, where the image appears doubled or blurry. These errors are accidental but highly prized because they create a unique version of a common coin. Now, why does this matter? Coins with such errors are much scarcer than regular circulation coins, making them prized finds for collectors and investors alike. Their uniqueness drives demand and pushes their value far beyond what you'd expect from a quarter. For anyone holding a 2019 Lowell quarter, it's worth examining your coins carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for any unusual lines, shifts in the design, or doubling of images. If you spot any of these characteristics, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. In terms of value, the 2019 Lowell quarter generally sells for face value when it's been in regular circulation. However, coins that are uncirculated and graded highly by professional services can fetch between $20 to $50 depending on their grade and condition. Those with verified minting errors can command prices in the range of $100 to several $100s at auctions, especially if the error is pronounced and the coin is well preserved. So, the takeaway for collectors and coin enthusiasts: don't overlook the 2019 Lowell quarter. It's more than just pocket change, it's a piece of history and a potential investment with exciting possibilities. Whether you find a perfect specimen or an error coin, this quarter could add real value and interest to your collection. Top 3, we're zooming in on a particularly interesting piece, the United States 2004 Michigan quarter. This coin isn't just a small piece of metal, it's a symbol of Michigan's rich heritage, and believe it or not, it has some surprises that could make it quite valuable. So, listen closely, because if you're a coin lover or a serious collector, this video is for you. The 2004 Michigan quarter is part of the well-known 50-state quarters program, a series that ran from 1999 to 2008 to celebrate each state's unique culture and history. Michigan's quarter stands out with its beautifully detailed design featuring the Great Lakes, a midden-shaped outline of the state itself, and an image of the state bird, the robin. This quarter perfectly captures the spirit of Michigan, the Great Lakes state, showcasing the natural beauty and identity that resonate with its residents and coin enthusiasts nationwide. Now, what really makes the 2004 Michigan quarter a hot topic among collectors? Well, at first glance, it looks like any other quarter you might find in your change. However, collectors know to look beyond the surface because some of these quarters possess rare qualities and errors that can make them much more valuable than their 25-cent face value. One key factor affecting the coin's rarity is condition. Since millions were minted and circulated, most Michigan quarters show signs of wear, scratches, nicks, and faded details from handling. But a quarter in mint or near mint condition, especially one that's been professionally graded and certified, can command a significantly higher price. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins that look almost brand new, with crisp details and no damage. Even more intriguing are the minting errors associated with some 2004 Michigan quarters. These errors might include double dyes, where parts of the design appear doubled or shadowed, causing the lettering or images to pop in an unusual way. Another error type is die cracks, small raised lines caused by tiny fractures in the coin's die during the striking process. Off-center strikes, where the design is shifted away from the center, are also highly collectible and can dramatically increase a coin's value. These errors are not just mistakes, they are unique characteristics that make a coin one of a kind. For collectors, error coins like these are prized finds because their scarcity drives up demand and value. If you happen to have a Michigan quarter from 2004 that shows any such anomalies, it's definitely worth a closer look. It's also interesting to note that the mint mark on this quarter can affect its value. The 2004 Michigan quarters were produced at both the Denver and Philadelphia mints. Coins from the Denver mint carry a D mark, while Philadelphia minted coins have a P. Typically, Denver mint coins are slightly more common, but both can have valuable error varieties. So how much is this quarter really worth? Well, in everyday circulation, the 2004 Michigan quarter is still worth its face value, 25 cents. But if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, its market value can range between $3 to $10. If your coin has a notable minting error or is professionally graded as high quality, auction prices have been known to reach upwards of $100 to several $100, depending on the rarity and condition. For collectors and investors, this means that the 2004 Michigan quarter is much more than just pocket change. It represents a unique intersection of history, artistry, and chance. Whether you're lucky enough to find a flawless specimen or a coin with an intriguing minting error, this quarter can be a fascinating addition to your collection, and possibly a lucrative one, too. So next time you come across a Michigan quarter, give it a good look. Grab a magnifying glass, check for any unusual marks, doubling, or off-center strikes, and consider its condition carefully. You might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Top 4. We're turning the spotlight on a remarkable coin that may be hiding in your pocket or collection, the 2016 Shawnee National Forest quarter from the United States Mint. This quarter is much more than just a simple 25-cent piece. It's a celebration of natural beauty, American history, and yes, a coin that's been gaining attention from collectors for its intriguing rarity and unique errors. So if you love coins and want to discover what makes this particular quarter special, stay tuned and listen carefully, because this video is packed with fascinating details just for you. The 2016 Shawnee National Forest quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which ran from 2010 to 2021, honoring national parks and historic sites across the country. This quarter pays tribute to Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, a stunning expanse of woodlands, rock formations, and hiking trails that showcases the natural splendor of the Midwest. The reverse design of this coin features the iconic Garden of the Gods rock formation, capturing the rugged beauty that draws visitors year-round. But while millions of these quarters were minted for everyday use, what makes the 2016 Shawnee quarter fascinating for collectors is the rarity of certain varieties and minting errors that can significantly increase its value. Although most coins in circulation trade at face value, certain versions of this coin are highly prized and sought after. One of the most important factors affecting value is the coin's condition. Like many quarters minted for circulation, the Shawnee quarter was widely used, which means many show wear and tear, scratches, nicks, and faded details. For collectors, a coin in uncirculated or mint state condition with sharp details and no signs of wear is a rare find and commands a premium price. Beyond condition, some of the most exciting features come from minting errors. Collectors have discovered several error varieties on the 2016 Shawnee quarters. These include double dyes, where parts of the coin's design, often the lettering or the rock formations, appear doubled or shadowed. Another error to watch out for is die cracks, visible as raised lines or small fractures on the coin's surface caused by imperfections in the striking die. Off-center strikes are also documented, where the design is noticeably shifted from the center, giving the coin an unusual and collectible appearance. These errors are more than mere imperfections, they are unique markers that make the coin one of a kind. Error coins like these have a dedicated following because their rarity drives collector demand and boosts market value. It's also worth noting the mint marks on the Shawnee quarter. The 2016 coins were produced at both the Denver and Philadelphia mints, marked D and P respectively. While both mints produced millions of these coins, some era varieties tend to be more common in coins from one mint over the other, making it worthwhile for collectors to examine their coins carefully. So, what about the coin's real-world value? For everyday use, the 2016 Shawnee quarter is still worth 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch between $5 and $15 on the market depending on their grade. If your coin has a significant minting error or is professionally graded at a high level, auction values have reached upwards of $100 to several $100, sometimes more, depending on the rarity and quality of the error. For coin collectors and investors alike, the 2016 Shawnee National Forest quarter represents more than just currency. It's a piece of American heritage and natural beauty, combined with the thrill of potentially owning a rare and valuable coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this quarter is definitely worth a second look. So next time you come across a 2016 Shawnee quarter, take a moment to inspect it closely. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. If you find any of these, congratulations, you might be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks so much for watching and exploring the fascinating story behind the 2016 Shawnee National Forest quarter with Maine. Top 5, and last rare coin, we're uncovering the story behind a truly captivating piece of American history, the 2010 Hot Springs quarter from the United States Mint. At first glance, it might look like just another quarter, but trust me, there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, listen closely because this coin has some fascinating details, rare varieties, and mint errors that could make it a valuable addition to your collection. So buckle up and enjoy the ride as we dive deep into the world of the 2010 Hot Springs quarter. The 2010 Hot Springs quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series dedicated to honoring national parks, monuments, and historic sites across the United States. This particular quarter celebrates Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas, the oldest federally protected area in the country. The coin's reverse design showcases a serene scene of the park's famous thermal springs flowing into a bathhouse, framed by lush foliage and rolling hills, perfectly capturing the park's unique natural and cultural significance. Millions of these quarters were minted and circulated, making them common in everyday change. But what makes the 2010 Hot Springs quarter truly interesting is its rarity in certain conditions and the existence of some fascinating minting errors that can significantly increase its value and desirability among collectors. Condition plays a huge role in determining the value of this coin. While most Hot Springs quarters you'll find are well circulated, showing wear and tear, the ones that have remained in pristine, uncirculated condition are increasingly hard to come by. These coins boast sharp details, no scratches, and a brilliant finish. Collectors prize these mint-state coins because they retain their original luster and design integrity, which naturally commands a premium in the market. Beyond just condition, some 2010 Hot Springs quarters have caught the eyes of numismatists due to striking mint errors. One of the more common errors found on this coin includes double dies, where certain design elements, like the lettering or the flowing water, appear doubled or blurry. This error occurs during the coin striking process and is highly prized because it's easy to identify and adds a unique flair to an otherwise ordinary coin. Another error collectors seek out are die cracks, tiny raised lines or fissures that run through parts of the coin's surface. These cracks are caused by imperfections or stress on the minting dies and are fairly rare. Coins with prominent die cracks stand out and are much more valuable than their flawless counterparts. Off-center strikes also add a layer of excitement for collectors. When a coin is struck off-center, part of the design is missing or shifted, creating an unusual and visually striking coin. These off-center errors on the Hot Springs quarter are especially prized because they are accidental and relatively rare compared to regular circulation coins. Another interesting factor for collectors to keep in mind is the mint mark. The 2010 Hot Springs quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, marked with a P and D respectively. Both mints produced millions of coins, but error coins or rare varieties may be more common in one mint's production over the other, so always check the mint mark carefully when examining your coins. Now, you might be wondering, what's this coin really worth? In general circulation, the 2010 Hot Springs quarter holds its face value, 25 cents. However, if you come across a Hot Springs quarter in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, it could sell for around $3 to $10 in the collector market. But here's where it gets exciting. Coins that feature notable minting errors such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes have been known to fetch auction prices ranging from $100 to several $100s, depending on the severity and condition of the error. So for those of you who collect coins for both passion and potential profit, the 2010 Hot Springs quarter offers a wonderful combination of history, artistry, and the thrilling chance to find a rare and valuable coin. Whether you already have this quarter or stumble upon one during your next coin hunt, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for any doubling of the design, raised lines, or shifts in the strike. These could be clues to a hidden gem worth much more than you expect. Thank you so much for joining me today and diving into the story of the 2010 Hot Springs quarter. If you enjoyed learning about this coin and want more rare finds and expert tips, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your coin discoveries always be valuable and exciting.